Welcome to the very first video of Indigenous survival. My name is Jeff Gibson. I named my channel Indigenous Survival for two reasons. One is after doing family research through that, found out I'm 3/4 Miami Indian. And also I love survival, if that's what you want to call it. I just call it being outdoors. So I put the two things together and came up with the name. It's not about what the Indians did for survival, because that was not survival, that was everyday life. But I will be at other points in other future videos, I will be demonstrating about setting up traps, whether they're fish traps, traps to catch birds, small game. But I thought this first video should just be a little bit about background of myself. I've got into survival years ago, even as a kid, watching shows with my father. Like one of his favorite shows was Rat Patrol that was on TV. I used to watch the old reruns with him. When my dad's watched them shoot up the enemy, I was wondering, how did they get food, water, gasoline? How did they get this stuff? They never show you that. I'm thinking, okay, and nobody ever eats in these TV shows. I mean, they had to show something, but they never do. That was always what I was more interested in. Every time there was a show on TV about real life, people stuck on a raft in the middle of the ocean because their boat sank, I'm thinking, what supplies do they have? How are they getting food? How are they getting water? And I just took it to the next level of exploring that situations. You know, I'm a firm believer that you don't have to spend a ton of money on equipment. I wouldn't suggest buying the cheapest things you can find, because just like a car, you buy the cheapest car you can find, you got problems. But then again, I don't think you have to buy the most expensive things on the market either, because if it's too expensive, like my grandfather used to tell me, things that are too expensive you don't want to use because you got too much money in it. So I think somewhere in a decent price range is great for all of your stuff. Right now I'm shooting in a beautiful local park of mine. I'm out of Indianapolis, Indiana. I know it seems weird that I'm in the middle of the city doing this, but hey, you know, there's state parks around me too, beautiful other parks. I chose this one as a closer one to my house to do this at, because it is very beautiful here and pretty much quiet. So I hope you will stay tuned and subscribe and like my channel so I can keep this going. Until my next video, tune in. That's all for tonight.